Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dramatic Faces. I am making a daytime smoky eye tutorial, so please stay tuned. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. I am using Too Faced's Shadow Insurance Eye Primer. I take the eye primer from my brow and bring it all the way down to my eyelid and bring some of it over towards the outer edges of my eye area, just so that way when I fan out the makeup, it still sticks to that area too. I'm using Sephora's foundation in number 25 and Max 224 fluffer shading brush, and I'm taking the foundation and I'm going to just gently pat and press it on. I start off with my eyelid and get the inner corners. And then just bring that all the way up to where my eyebrow is. I'm taking OCC's Fluffy Shader Brush. I'm taking Bruise Sky by MAC. And I'm going to apply that to my crease. I take my brush and do just that. And I do tap off with my finger the excess of it. And then I'm just going to start from the outer part of my crease and then just bring it on in gently. You don't have to push hard with your brushes. So just a gentle sweeping motion. And as you can see, the color is lightly there. So with the daytime smoky eye, I don't like to go really dark with the crease. So I'm starting from the outside and just sweeping that on in. And I like to hold my head up a little bit and then look down into the camera, so that way I can see the area of where I'm applying the brush instead of holding the brush and going this way, because you're unable to get into this area where you really want it to be light and have that transition from the other colors. So again, I'm swirling it. And you just tilt your head up just a little bit, tap off the excess, and start from the outside and then just bring it on in. I actually like to add extra color on the outside of my eye, so that way when I go to clean it up with the white, it still has that the color on the outside for that flare. Now I'm taking OCC's Dome. I want to call this a crease brush for your inner crease, which is this area. And I'm going to take that another color and just bring it on in and fan it on out where it's like a V. I'm taking the color Mystery by MAC. And taking this Dome Fluffy Shader Brush and just going to swirl that one in. And I'm going to take it on my outer crease and just start gently bringing that over. And then fluffing it upwards without pushing very hard on the brush. I'm doing a gentle sweeping motion. And again, you want to look down. And if you're using the mirror, which I have a mirror over here, I just look down. That way I could see where the color is applying. And then I do look up like eye level and then just bring the color over. And I try not to drag it all the way into here. I will apply another color to my outer crease, and that one is called Shadowy Lady, but I'm gonna do that only after applying Mystery. You can mix colors. I like to start out because if I'm not sure of how dark or the intensity that I want it, I'd rather play it safe and go with a lighter color than just go in with the darker color. You can always build up the lighter color to make it more intense versus already applying a dark color. Once you put the dark color on, you are unable to remove the dark color. So I just take my Dome brush, swirl it on in there, start from the outer, and then go upward. And then when you keep your eye open, you're able to like just really get into your crease. The color that I'm applying to my eyelid is called Emerald Dust. It is by MAC. It is a loose pigment. I'm using OCC's eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to just apply that color from my eyelash line, and then just gently tap it on in until it's virtually all going off the brush. You go back to your dome brush, and the color that I mentioned about being a little bit darker, that's the color that I'm actually going to add to my outer crease. It's called Shadowy Lady, and it's by MAC. So I'm using that same brush and just swirling it on in, and then I'm going to take this color and drag it on over. And you want to be careful when you're going back and forth, because you don't want to drag the color over too far into your crease, because then this area will be so dark. You want to just basically stop like midway where your eye color ends from your eyeball. And I'm going to go back in with Bruised Skies on the top of my crease. On the outer V area with Shadowy Lady, I'm going to actually add a little bit of MAC's Black, just a little bit on the outer corner. So just like think of it as a small V, not as a big V. When I took in Shadowy Lady and applied that to my inner crease. So don't do the big V, do the small V. So I'm just taking a little bit of that and going to just drag it over just a little bit. I'm taking a clean dome shape brush, just like the one that I used the first time, but this one's clean. There's no makeup on it. I'm going to soften up this area just a little bit and then just blend it over. That way the colors they have a better transition. And I'm going in with the same 224 brush, and I'm actually going to use some of the MAC's foundation color that you seen me earlier use. I'm tapping off the excess, and I'm going to actually brush that on my inner corner, and that's going to help transition the colors, because again, you do not want to drag this dark color all the way in. You don't want to drag them into the inner corner of your eye, because that's going to make it look too dark on the inside. I finished filling in my brows with MAC's Brow Styler in the color Spiked, as well as I sealed them in with Anastasia's Brow Styler Clear Gel. And just so you know, the lighting is a little bit different. I have a window that's right next to me. So this brow looks lighter than the other, and this one's darker, but it's actually the same color. So I just wanted to give you that gentle reminder. If something is looking off, it's okay to stop. That's what I had to do, and go check in another mirror. Sigma's pencil brush, and I'm going to dampen it with Sephora's Amplifier Beauty Spray. And I'm going to be applying Becca's highlighter in Opal. And I just take a little bit, and I'm going to be applying that to my inner corner where the tear duct is. I'm going to be using MAC's Blanc type eyeshadow with Sigma's E70 angle eyeshadow brush. And I'm just tapping a little bit on the tip of the brush, and I'm going to be applying that underneath my brow. And just drag it over, and then I take whatever's left over to my other brow. Again, Sephora's brand Pro Featherweight Crease Brush, and I'm going to just soften up the eyebrow color. Again, Too Faced's Face Primer in the Hangover RX, and I'll just give it a gentle pump, I like to actually take my bottle and squeeze it. That way everything's mixed in there. Next, I'm taking Black Radiance Color Corrector in the color Peach, and I'm applying that to my under eye area where there is slight discoloration. Take a Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, and I'm just going to blend that in by doing a tapping motion. Next, I'm taking Nars Concealer in Custard. I'm going to be taking Black Opal's foundation stick in the color Kalahari Sand. And I'm using Real Techniques buffing brush to blend in the foundation. Because of the winter time, the seasons have changed. I'm not as dark as I was before, so I'm going to be taking Sephora's Amplified Beauty Spray and going to spray my brush just a little bit just to help smooth out the coverage of the foundation. That way it's not as dark and as not as thick. It'll make it a little bit more liquidy, so a little bit lighter coverage. Taking that brush, the buffing brush, and I'm just gently swiping the top of the foundation. That way I can apply the color underneath my eyelid area. That way the concealer is blended in better. Next, I'm taking Sephora's Pro Contour brush in 79 and Laura Mercier's Secret Brightening Powder for underneath the eye area. And I do a press and roll method. I'm going to be taking MAC's 150 brush, and I'm going to set my makeup with the Sephora brand foundation color in number 25. It is best to set a liquid or a cream foundation with a powder. That way if you're applying blush or a highlighter of your choice or bronzer, that it will stick to it better. Taking Hourglass's Ambient Lighten Powder, and I'm taking the two lighter shades and I'm going to apply them gently underneath my under eye area. These powders are like a filter for your face. I really enjoy using them. They cover any mistakes. They soften up any roughness. And I'm taking Anastasia's or Anastasia. I really don't know how to pronounce it. Everyone's dialect is different. I'm taking the contour kit and I'm using Real Techniques contour brush. I'm using the color in the middle, and I'm using the color on the edge. I'm going to mix both of them together for my complexion to make my contour color. I'm taking MAC's Color Blush in Warm Soul and Real Techniques Blush Brush. And now this color is a lighter shade for me, so I do have to build it up. So I like to take my blush and just slightly smile and then tap it on the apple of my cheeks and then blend it upwards. I'm taking Anastasia's Gleam highlighter kit, and I'm using the color Crushed Pearl and Anastasia's A23 brush to apply my highlighter. And I like to take my highlighter and just start midway and then do a small C. Taking a little bit of the highlighter and just going to slightly brush it on the top of my nose and then just the tip. I'm taking Sigma's F40 contour brush and MAC's bronzer and Glittered. And I'm just going to start at the top of my forehead and then just blend it on down. And you do want to make sure that you get the bronzer close to your hairline and blend it on down. You don't want to leave the space between your forehead. You may not want to get it in your hair, but you don't want to leave that space open where you can clearly see bronzer and then your foundation. You got to get it close to your hairline. I'm taking MAC's 150 powder brush again, and I'm using the Ambient powder by Hourglass, and I'm taking this lighter shade as well as mixed with the other Ambient lighting palette. And I'm going to take this lighter shade on the end and I'm going to apply that to the areas where I just have the foundation. I'm taking Stila's micro tip side of the dual ended liner that I have, and I'm going to apply that to my inner corner. These are the eyelashes that I'm going to be applying. They are 3D 638. I just want to show you a tip that when you have this pointy end of the lashes, you could just take cuticle scissors and just clip it off. Do not leave this on because this may poke you and it may be uncomfortable for you. I think this is the coolest liner ever. It's so small and tiny and it gets all the way into your inner corner as thin as you want it. And I like to mix the Sephora brand's eyeliner for my outer corner of my wings. I want to show you the difference of when it's time to trim the lashes. See how my lashes is hanging down just a little bit, but everything else is on the right way. It's okay to trim off just the end of it. You can always try the lashes on before you glue them and see how they sit. If they're dragging your eye down, you just need to trim off a little bit. That way they stay up, light, and fluffy. I'm taking Maybelline's Volume Mascara to blend my lashes in also too, to get the inner corner. You don't ever want to wear your lashes towards the inner corner. It can make your eye water or it could poke you, and you have to drag my eyeliner all the way in. If you're able to do that, high five to you. Some days I can do it, some days I can't, so I just try to stay away from my inner corner of my eye as much as possible. So you just take the mascara and you just brush them up. You don't want to comb the mascara all the way through your eyelashes. You just want to blend your natural lashes into the false lashes. I have lined my lips with Double Wear's Brick lipstick liner, and I'm taking MAC's Velvet Teddy for my lipstick. And I'm taking a little bit of Act Natural and I'm going to put that in the center of my lips. Finishing my look with Sephora's brand Amplifier Spray. That completes the look for today. Thank you for watching my channel. I ask that you click the like and the subscribe button and look forward to the upcoming looks. Thank you and have a blessed day.